Hey gang, today we are taking a look at Transformers Prime Cyberverse Legion class Hun-grr. Now the first thing you will notice if you are a fan of the G1 cartoon is this is not the traditional color scheme for G1 Hun-grr. G1 Hun-grr is more of a purple and grayish color scheme, not red and white. But given the color scheme we have here, I think this works quite well. I rather like it. And I think the figure is very cool. The two-headed dragon mode works, and it stands and holds together in dragon mode quite nicely. It has a little bit of posability here on the arms. He can do kind of a jazzercise thing, or jazz hands, dragon jazz hands. But overall, it works, and the dragon mode looks good. I like the posable heads, and you can have them looking in different ways, and it just works. He does come with the little Lancer weapon, though to make him look good, you need two of them. And what I like to do is, with both of them, you can... I originally was playing with the idea that you could have his dragon arms hold them, but it doesn't work. So you can kind of get his dragon heads to hold two Lancers. He only comes with one, so I think that just looks funny and it works. And to be honest, if a two-headed dragon was coming at me with giant holding two chainsaw guns, I'd be worried. The other way you could do it is just peg them into his legs like this. That's the other way you could do it, and that works okay. But I like him holding the chainsaws. I just like that better. That's much fiercer to me. So overall, I like the dragon mode. I think it really works. His transformation is easy. I mean, it's nice and it's easy. Take the dragon arms and fold them down into the dragon body. Take the heads and fold the heads forward to form feet. Take the dragon arms and fold them out towards the body and then down to form the arms. And then you can fold up the dragon feet, but it doesn't really work for one of the legs. And then take the tail and just fold the tail along his back and snap it into place. And here you have the robot mode. Now the robot mode is pretty darn cool, though it does take a little bit of fiddling with the legs because of the way the legs are curved and the way the heads work, just to get him to stand straight. But once you do, he looks good. I mean, he looks really good. Now, I do have an issue with him in a robot mode, and that has to do with the little dragon feet. Now, the one way you can have the dragon feet is to have them folded forward, and that's generally the way I have it, but the directions say to fold them straight up like that, and that's fine for the one arm. For the other arm, as soon as you do that, it doesn't want to stay, and if you push too hard, it will pop the claw off. Don't know why. I guess there are just issues. I don't know. But overall, I think the dragon mode works really well. I'm sorry, not the dragon mode. Overall, I really like the robot mode. I like the robot head. I think the head works really well. And just overall, the figure looks menacing. I do wish that this was a commander class, though. I would really appreciate it if it was bigger, because I think this figure deserves to be bigger. Now, as you already know, this guy, Hun-grr, forms the center of the Cyberverse Abominus. And the only other Terracon that's been released so far is Twin Strike, aka Sinner Twin. And they do combine. So let's go ahead and show you how we get this guy into his combine mode. The first thing we're going to do is just take the arms and fold them straight up. And I like to actually put the claws face into the sky. So just put the arms straight up. Turn the figure around. And what I like to do is get my thumb, or one finger right in front of his chest and one finger at his hips, and just pull down. And that will allow you to flip the robot head up and around. So then push it back up. And here we have Abominus's head. And that is a really cool combiner head. Not as scary or as menacing as the original G1, but it works and it looks good. Now, combining with Twin Strike here is a little bit on the interesting side. What we're going to have to do is first unpeg the weapon, and then I like to fold up the tail for Twin Strike. And then there are these pegs in the back legs of Twin Strike. So what I like to do is fold the feet around so that the robot feet are going to be pointing down. And then these pegs will actually peg into the peg holes here on the arm. So just get those lined up. And they actually peg in and stay pegged in really well. Like that. And then we can kind of fiddle with the front paws to form hands. And that is pretty much it. That is the way that it is supposed to go. It is a little bit on the iffy side as kind of a, well, you're going to have to use your imagination a little bit to get what we're going for here. But overall, I think it works. You just kind of have to fiddle with the feet and get them out of the way. The one thing I was worried about, and is kind of proving true, is that his the ball joint in his arms aren't really strong enough to hold the limb. But thankfully, the way it's engineered is that there's enough so that he can put his arm forward, whatever the other arm is going to be. I think the other arm is going to be Ripper Snapper. So it is going to work. It's going to look really weird, but it's going to work. Now, other reviewers have gone ahead and combined, or some other reviewers have gone and bought 3 more Twin Strikes to make a Proto-Abominus. I didn't do that just simply because I just didn't have the cash on hand to do it. And I haven't really been able to find Twin Strike anywhere other than Toys R Us, and that was sold out already. So, oh boy. The other way you can combine it is just get you see the way the mouth is right here? You can just kind of slide that into his mouth, pointing down. It does work, but I'm not going to do it here because it just would take me too long to get everything lined up. But you can get him as a leg. The other thing is, if you turn the head around, it's going to peg in using these pegs, and I have not found that kind of peg hole on Twin Strike yet. I just haven't found it. But it looks like there's going to be something right here that he could possibly peg into at some point. I'm not sure what that is yet, but we'll see. So overall, though, I think Hun-grr is a pretty cool little figure. I got him at BigBadToyStore.com, and you can too. Just follow the link in the description below. And I've been Baltmatrix, and I really recommend picking up the Cyberverse Legion class Hun-grr. I think he's a really cool figure. Do me a favor and like, comment, and subscribe, and I will catch you guys next time.